Well, I can't read the comments, but I'm doing some tech stuff here. You guys can just watch me do it. Everybody should be able to hear me, I think. So what I'm doing is I got about 100 more of these darts. And so what I have to do is put in these new steering servos. They're not a steering, they're just a ECS. They're a control unit, basically. What's the official name? Well, those are the Warriors. Just fell over. What do they officially call this little box? Little box. Yeah, the ESC. The ESC brushless, because these things are brushless. And so the first thing I do is I take one out and I sit it like this. I pull this out, pull that out. I cut some mounting tape for the ESC, put it right here, and I stick it right there. Then I have to take one of the receivers out because I got to test each one. I can't just, I mean, I could just put one in each car and then be done with it, but I don't want customers to get them and then they're not exactly wired right. Now, an RC guy would be able to do it. It's not a hard thing to do. But I just don't want the customer to be frustrated when they get it. Okay, now these things are pretty good value too. I think I left one of the batteries in one of the cars. Oh shoot! I need to get another battery. I know which one it was. I can go and look to check. I left it in the remote. All right. So now I turn the remote on. Now the batteries in these things are really good batteries. These are called darts, and these were made back in 2017, I think, 2015, 2014, just when brushless was coming out. And so these are like a $139 car, and I've got them for $60, I think, $50 on the website. All right, and then I plug in the control servo. Turn it on. You know, I am not kidding. I have done 20 cars, okay, the same way I've been doing it right now. Okay, so I plug this in, and this doesn't want to work. Now, I did get one. I have one car that would not work. It had a bad stir, and that's what I'm finding out, that some of these are bad, okay? And so that's why I test every single one of them to make sure. I think it's funny, actually. So the minute I decide to go live, the next car that I'm doing is defective. I mean, is that what? Is that odd or what? I mean, seriously, I can't make this stuff up. All right, we have power going forward, but the steering The steering is no good. That's funny. Oh my guys, I think it's almost hilarious. Um, it's just unbelievable. I honestly, I just finished 12 cars. I've got a whole case and a half a case. That's what I've been doing here for the last 2 hours. Okay, is putting new servos in this, testing them, and I had 1 out of 12, which is right here. This one right here, 1 out of 12. And of course, the minute I go live, okay, the first one I go doesn't work. I mean, does that make any sense? I mean, you can't make this stuff up. Now, I do sell these things on eBay as a mega lot. Plus, I need more chassis. So I might take those apart because I sell extra servos, steering servos, the brushless motors. I have extra brushless motors. And this is a brushless motor right here. You know what? I wonder if I can take this apart. I'm going to show you guys what a brushless motor is. This is a brushless motor. Your typical motor is a, I call them, they call them commutators. They basically, they're on the shaft or on the outside cylinder of the motor or on the end of it usually. But brushless, see now this is a completely sealed brushless motor. Can't open this. Huh, interesting. Nope. All right, so we probably have a bad RC unit here. Now, so let's try the last one. So I have one more car to do, and then I was going to do these Warriors. All right, so let's. Anybody want to take a bet on if this one fails? I just can't believe it. I just finished 12 cars. Every one of them was fine. And of course, the minute I go live, then I have a problem. I don't get it. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I can't keep things in my hand. Well, I just got my new driver's license, the federal ID number. I think we're in trouble. We have to have a federal ID. I think our founding fathers would roll in their graves, but you know what? Who cares anymore? All right, so we got that done. Let me get the mounting tape. I got it right here. Put that right here. Get another steering servo right here. Plug that in. Okay, anybody want to take any bets? Oh, good. All right, so the first thing I do is I turn to make sure the steering servo, it's working. Basically what this does, gives power to the servo, which then allows me to do the turning. Then this is a 3-wire. That's what brushless is, 3-wire. And normally I have to hook it. It's a 50-50 chance if I get them all wired right. And when you pull the trigger, it should go forward. Perfect. And see, these are good. These are motors. These motors have not been charged. This is how fast these are when you get them out of the box. They're a great fun car. $60, you can't get a better RC car. And I've got about 100 of them left. I've got parts for them, so if you ever have any problems with them, and they come in a pickup truck or a VW Beetle. It's kind of like a Beetle thing. Okay, so now what I do is, okay, so I've got perfect control, so I unplug the battery before I ship it, and I leave everything else on. Okay, and then I put the body back on. Okay, so the body's on. All right. And then I put this back in the box. Then we pop out the batteries, put the bottom case on the charger. I put the charger or the hand controller back in the plastic. Your battery charging unit back into the box. I put that back in it. I then tape it like this. And then what I do is, because I want the customer to know that I have not shipped him one that I have not physically tested. I mean, you could just say, hey, I done it. Okay. But I don't. I do not put one of these stickers on it unless I've actually tested it, because I don't want a customer calling me and saying, hey, it doesn't work. Okay, that doesn't do me any good. It literally doesn't do me any good. That's why, like with anything, you got to give them a little bit extra. Okay, so let me tell you a story about Brian Young and his experience with McDonald's. 2, 4, 6. So yesterday I go get my camper fixed, and I come back, or when I'm going to get it fixed, and so I stop at McDonald's to go get lunch, breakfast. Now, I don't like the kiosks. And actually, one of my friends said that these kiosks at McDonald's are basically a petri dish of disease. Everybody is touching them. So I go in there, and I'm standing there, and she goes, you got to use the kiosk. I don't like the kiosks because you can't order special things on the kiosk. And so I'm standing there for about 3 minutes. I start doing it. It says, won't let me do what I want, because I like the number 4 sausage egg McMuffin with an English muffin instead of a biscuit, sausage egg and biscuit. Manager there is sitting there with one of he's training a customer on customer service, which I find ironic. Now, I will admit I did not raise my voice. I was frustrated. I asked him. I said, now why can't I get what I want here? I said, this is amazing. This thing won't work. This machine won't work. So instead of getting up and actually coming to me and said, well, here, sir, let me take you over here and we'll ring you up real quick. Okay. Instead of doing that, he started to lecture me on COVID and on, well, that's the way it is. And we don't do that here. And I'm thinking, are you kidding me? And so basically, I just said, you and I did. I pointed my finger. I said, you got to understand how business works. You're going to have a customer that's going to walk out your door, okay, and you've done no customer service with him at all. Now, am I perfect at that? No, I never claimed to be. But I'm not the only one, okay, that has issues with this type of thing. To me, I mean, I literally I left without buying a meal. Now, to me, that's unacceptable. If I was, I mean, all he had to do was get up for just 5 minutes, and this would be a great teaching lesson for the girl that's sitting next to him. Here, let me show you how to handle a old person. Okay, he didn't have. He could have been funny. He could have said, "Here, let me show you how to handle a customer that's getting old." Because they don't like this new technology. And he could have been funny, and I would have been, hey, I get it. But no, he just said, nope, that's the way it is. Thank you. And he said, thank you, goodbye. I go, are you kidding me? Is this what's happening right now? I'm not kidding. That's exactly what happened. I mean, exactly. I called McDonald's. I said, listen, now I was a little frustrated, but I'm just telling you, that's not how you retain. There are people that just don't like those kiosks. And you have to basically figure out how to service those customers. Well, and she goes, well, they're not supposed to do that. They're not supposed to turn away a customer. If you want to use the kiosk, you ask them. But if they say, no, I don't want to, they're supposed to help you right there at the counter. All right, so when I'm done with this, see it's got a little sticker on it? So when you get this in the mail, you know that this dart, brushless dart, has been tested by Brian Young. Because I care about my customers. Now, am I always the best with, I've been doing retail for 40 years. So on defectives and things have been returned, I have a little less tolerance than Ryan does. Ryan has a little more tolerance to it. I have a little less tolerance because I've been doing it for 40 years or 30 years. I've been selling for 30 years. People returning things and I need a refund because of this. I have a tendency to have a little less fuse. All right, so now let me show you how I fix the Warriors. The Warriors are a very interesting issue. All right, so let me put this in the box. Let's see if there's any comments real quick here. Comments, Brian Young, Petri dish of bacteria. I prefer Burger King food, all night, drink out, look out. We have McDonald's where live. Tim Hortons, the closest to you. So other words, Brian isn't allowed back into that store. All right. So I have these Warriors. I have about 100 of these. And all these need is a new battery and a new servo. Now, I throw in a new servo. I put a new servo in every one of them. Now, you can do it, and I charge you $10 less than the car. Okay? If I do it, I charge you $10 more. Okay, so what we do is we take this car out like this. Then we take the servo, because we need this. All right, now this is the fun part. All right, so now we need a servo right here. Now we take off the existing servo. So I need a Phillips, which is right here. So we unscrew the bad servo. This is a terrible screwdriver. It's about stripped out. The Phillips is stripped out. Now, if I had a drill, it'd be a little easier. But I bought this cheap drill at Costco. This thing right here, it was probably the stupidest purchase I ever made. Very bad design. All right, so we've got that out. We pop it off of the little steering servo here, rip it out of here, and then I unscrew the mounting brackets. Now, the problem with this servo is, why these servos are bad, is that a servo is really just a motor with an actuator, kind of like an actuator on it that helps it control something or moves left and right, basically. And the reason these servos don't work is that the little pinion gear, I showed this in a video back in 2020, but for some of you new guys, all right, so this is going to get mounted onto here like this. Now, I don't put this in the car yet until I center the servo. See, the servos come raw, and so if I put this in before centering the servo, then the steering will be all screwed up. All righty, so we got that. I'm going to put this in here, put that there. Now, these are Warriors. I think these are like $89. These are really good cars, too. Very high quality. They're not brushed. They're brushed, not brushless. So, all right. So we have that one out. So this is the old one. Now we need the steering column on the servo. This is the device that turns the car left or right, or the servo will go move left to right, because you're basically changing the polarity in the motor, and it makes it go left or right. And so these are the bad servos. Now, why the bad servos is, it's really easy. Here, I'll show you one real quick. So this is the servo. Now, these you can take apart, where the new ones you can't, because they're a sealed servo. Well, actually, they do have screws. No, you can't take them apart. So these are the sealed servos. Oh, boy. And you have your gear mechanism that moves left and right, and then this is the motor. Well, the problem with these motors is that the little pinion gear, see, this one is cracked. These little pinion gears that go on top of this motor right here, they're cracked. And so when the servo turns, the pinion is broken. There's no torque to the motor, just turns and it doesn't do anything. So these servos are all bad. So I have all these new servos. Now, what I do first is I plug it in. Okay. Okay, that's in. Now we plug in the battery. The batteries aren't the greatest. They do need new batteries. I turn it on. Now this only takes 3 batteries, so doesn't take as long to put the batteries in it. Turn it on. Okay, so that's all right. So that's centered. So now we can put the servo arm back on it. You see how the servo is straight up? See, if it didn't center, sometimes it might be over here. And so the tires will all be cocked over. So you want to make sure it's straight up and down. Let's turn that on to it. See how it moves back and forth? Well, the battery is dying. I got to plug the battery in real quick. Let's see, what are the comments? There's a high power, Good thing Timbo was not, he's probably losing a screw. I thought this was Mark's job. It was Mark's job. But I can't get him to do anything reliably. So I end up having to do all these things. All right, so now what we do is we snap back in our servo, screw it back in. And then I test it one more time with the charged battery to make sure that the all right, so now we've got, I think, enough, not probably enough charge, but it'll be enough just to do a quick test. See that? See, the battery is not that good, so it only lasts for about 5 seconds. But at least it gave me enough to test it. So this car is all tested. Okay, we got that turned off. The new servo's in. We got that in. That's tightened. That's tightened. That's good. So we got this car all ready. And pop those batteries out. Servo back in the bag. Okay, now what we do is we put this back in the box, front end first. I put these tie straps because I want to make sure that they're in the box correctly. Daniel was doing this too about a month before he left. He was getting these done, but he's in Mexico. All right, so that is a Warrior that has all been fixed. There's a new servo in it. Now, the only thing this will need is a new battery, and we sell batteries on our website. We do sell batteries. So I put this back in the box like this. Slide that in. And we put a sticker right on here. Now that Warrior has been tested and it runs perfect. So all you need to do is when you buy this, and you get these things for, I think these are $89 or $79. And we got to buy one, get one free, I think. Or maybe they're $129, buy one, get one free. I can't remember how I got them. But we've got these at a phenomenal price. And that's how you change the Warrior servo. Put a new servo into it. Let's do one more. That is an orange one. Now, I need another servo. Huh. Well, wouldn't you know it? I'm out of servos. Got them down at the bank. I'll have to do this later. One more servo. I need one more servo. Shoot. All right, let's do something different. Let's turn this around like this. Let's turn this, oops. Now, Let's take a look at some of these cars I bought. Okay. Let's just look at a tray of these things. Brian, I got a model to build today. All right. So let's take a look at some of these cars that we have here. Some of these are customized. This is a Tyco Pro. Tires are a little shoddy. Tyco Pro. That's kind of cool. And here's another custom. That's a Tyco Pro, made in Hong Kong. Here's a Thunderjet with rivets on this Good Humor ice cream bar. And then this car right here, now you can see the white. See, they laid white down first, and then they sprayed the yellow over the white. CUDA. Another Tyco Pro. Tyco Pro. Now we sell the black one of this at the store. It's a Tyco Pro. He bought this. He bought this in 2003. I don't want to tell you how much he paid for it. So. Another 56 Ford. Man, this is a neat one right here. Tyco Pro. And the Tyco Pro CUDA, or 5043. That's tray 1. Tray 2. We got a Thunderjet, rivets. It's missing the windshield. That's what's missing. Missing the windshield. We have the El Camino with the surfboards on the back. And then a Camaro. Charger. This is a common car. Now, none of these don't have any cutting on the edges. That's missing a tire, but we can get that. This is a lighted car. See the wires on them? Flamethrower. Check this one out. This has got the everything, and he's got the hat. Yeah, all the wheel wells in all these cars are mint. They've never been touched. Now, going to second tray. This is the second tray of the Thunderjets. Yeah, this is one guy's collection. Check out this guy. This is rivets. Man, I've never seen this one. Check out that car. Man, here's a red one. This is a pretty inexpensive car. We'll probably sell this one. This will probably sell for about 40 bucks. Some don't have the rear screw. Here's a Corvette. Man, that's a nice one. Missing one of the lights over here. Missing a light. PW Beetle. Rivets. Yeah, Mako Shark. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Mako Shark. Okay. Here is a really neat one. Wow, here's a beautiful one. Check out that. It's got all glass around, and they painted the roof in it. Chevy Impala. Here's another one, a red one. Thunderbird. Oh, I love this car. Look at that with a driver in it. You know what I might do? I'd like to know if I can buy that little guy. I'd like to make about 1,000 of these, and so people can stick them in like they're Cobras. I'm going to take that to Auto World. I'm going to tell them we need to make that little guy. Camaro. Oh, this is a Torino. Road Race Replica sells them. I'll look into that. Boy, that one's all green. Check out that chassis. Come in.
Brian?
Yeah, come on in.
You guys sent me down here. I said, I don't want to bother him. They said, you need to bother him. You told me to come yesterday.
I know, and I got busy.
No, you're fine.
So
I'm not, I came yesterday, but I'm like, yeah, I came in the morning and you were closed.
Yeah, well, they weren't there, and I didn't have.
What do you want me? I mean, I don't want to bug you.
Can you send me a letter, or?
I already did.
You did.
I sent you a letter.
When did you send that?
I don't know, a couple. Well, no, I didn't send it to you. I handed it to
An
you.
address which I can send stuff to?
Yeah, I handed you the letter about a month ago.
All right.
And then I talked to you on the phone.
Yeah, I know you did. There's a million people I'm talking to.
You're crazy busy. I get it. I don't want to bug you. So yeah, there's an address you can send it to.
Yeah, just send that and I'll get it out to you.
You want me to email it?
Yeah, please.
Do that. I'll do that.
Hey, thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome.
It's not, I'm exhausted.
You can't imagine. I don't know if you've ever done fundraising before.
I haven't.
But it's quite fun.
It is.
Quite fun fundraising.
Hey, thank you.
Okay.
Here's another Thunderjet, Tough Roads. There are just so many cars. I can't believe he had all these cars. Here's a Willys. Here's another. That's a pretty car. This one's missing the roof, all the roof. It has part of the roof right here, but it's missing the overall roof. Jaguar, yep. Okay, that's the third. And then there's another one. I mean, there are just so many cars. Look at this police car. Look at that one. Oh, these are vibrators. Oh, that's right. This whole tray is vibrators. Oh my gosh, look at all these. See, this was just before my coming into the slot cars. I misspoke on this. See, I got into Thunderjets in 1970. That's when I started buying Thunderjets. So all these vibrators, they came out in 61. I was 2 years old. Ooh, check this one out. Oh, that's got 2 people in it. BMW, Mercedes. Wow. Oh man, I had hundreds of these. When I was selling Kim's stuff, when we were at that warehouse room, we found a box of these bodies, thousands of them. And this one here, we must have had 200 of these bodies. Oh my gosh, we sold so many of these, it was sick. Let's look at some.
You got 3 boxes in there of shelves, I think it is.
Yeah.
Do you want them out
In
here?
the van. Have David put them in the van.
David can't carry them, but Frankie can.
David can. Just tell him to try to help David.
Oh, okay. I'm taking the boys piano. This is their last lesson before summer break.
All right.
Leaving at 2.
Okay.
How's the mouth?
Fine. They just, it was a consultation.
Oh, so what are their plans?
It's I don't know, a lot of money. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what I'm going to do.
Yeah. Well, what are the options?
Just pull them all out and start over again.
Well, that's what Dad did.
I know.
He said it was the best decision he made.
I know. I'm thinking about it.
Put them out and get dentures, huh?
Pull them all out and get dentures.
Probably the cheapest route.
It is. These implants are way too expensive.
Oh, yeah.
How they're getting that much money, I have no idea. Now, these are some of the parts on here are broken. The pipes are broken on that one.
Are you live?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'll talk to you later.
That's all right. This one's missing the back bumper. The retaining clips on this thing are broken. Here's a pretty one. Missing one tire and the front bumper. Go figure. Sunco, Audi, Porsche. Blue. Missing back bumper. Now, we had a lot of these when Kim was We were selling out all her stuff. We had hundreds of these. And this one's got the bumper still on it. And it's got the Fall Guy on the back. Tyco Pro. That's what my friend Greg had. I think it's this car right here, 1970. That's a nice one. Got another one of these. Two of them. Souped up cars. Dynabrute. Never heard of that company. Dynabrute Riggin. Yeah, Riggin was into everything. I didn't know they made one each show. Bob Haynes bought out Riggin. They bought everything they had. Another Tyco Pro. Little Deuce. Porsche. I think we have two of these. We have a green one. All right, that's it. I'm not feeling too well, honestly. Be honest with you. Here's another vibrator. Here's a really nice one. These are cool cars. Man, I wish I was around for these cars. Didn't I just do these? No, this is another tray of them. Oh, maybe I already did them. I didn't think, what? Oh, it's this guy right here. Tired. I'm not feeling well. I guess not. I only had one of these. So those are all those. Now, where's the box? I had a box of cards. I'll be another 10 minutes. I'm not feeling well. You know, like guys, I'm gonna do one more thing and I'm gonna sign off. Um, so let's look at these real quick and then I'll sign off. So these were Scale Electric. These are Scale Electric. What year was this? 2006, it looks like. And this is, they don't tell you, oh, Aston Martin. Isn't that sweet? Then we've got a Ferrari F430. And then we've got another Ferrari, Aston Martin, a green Aston Martin. See, I don't know why Scale Electric doesn't make more of these cars. $160 micro Scale Electric. They should have never done this micro line. Now this car just came out like 2 years ago. This is the Mega G. Because I had this one back in 19, and then I sold out of it real fast. Doesn't even have the item number on it. They changed the item number too. Now these are all Tycos. Tyco and AFX. G Plus. G Plus. A Hot Wheels Indy. HP7. G Plus. Oh, that's the second one of these cars. Oh no, it's a different three. Cheerios. Mobile. A lot of these are common. I can't, I gotta take a nap. I'm not feeling well. If I don't take a nap, I'm not gonna be up and ready for tonight. So I just wanted to show you some of these cars that we had. Just a little bit of show. These are what we're going to be putting on the website, and we're going to be putting these on auction and on the website. And I think the cars are in like this. I think I'm just going to put them one each on the website on this club side, and they'll be on the club side for I think a week. And if they don't buy within a week, they're going to go back. They're going to go into the regular website. I'm going to talk to Ryan about this tomorrow because I want to get all these cars listed, okay, and just put a bunch of them up. So that means a collector, if he wants to buy them all, well, he's going to have to buy them all. But at least give you guys a chance to maybe buy one of these if you don't have it. Okay? So we want to thank everybody for watching. Just a little show, 20-minute show, hour show. We got an hour and 10 minutes. And we want to thank everybody for watching. We will see you tonight at 6:30 for the auction. So get yourself ready, everybody. Make sure you get all rested up because I'm going to take a nap right now. Goodbye.